the story for the script. And I know it didn't take a lot because you had the cards and you had the story.
It's still a big deal to
It's a big
switch.
deal.
So
Yeah,
please.
yeah, and thank you.
But we're all in this together, so I don't feel that this is something special I did. We're in it together.
Well, yeah, but you,
We're in it together.
You just saying thank you.
In other words, Krista says, just saying, you're welcome.
thank you.
Is that what you said? Just want to make sure I had it straight.
Yep. That's it.
Got people still coming in. UUs are always late.
Sorry.
UUs are like Baptists. They're always late and sit on the back. Lutherans, I think, are better, aren't they?
They still stay away from the front.
Do they? Okay. Maybe just all church.
I think that's it. And I'm always suspicious if anybody's going to sit in the front. What are they doing?
Oh, my. Well, you can't trust that lady there. Cannot be trusted.
That's not true. I've been trusting her from like get-go.
Yeah, well. She's a good egg.
It's most people. Most people. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to All Souls Unitarian Church. Good morning. Thank you, Helen. You're welcome. And thank you, each and every one of you who are here, either in person or online, even those of you who will be watching this later. Thank you so much for being here today and sharing your energy and yourselves with making us the congregation that we are. Our universal heritage has proposed that each person is made of their own grace. Each person. And science offers that we are stardust. So, whatever your beliefs, know that you are a gift inherently worthy of love. Love is at the center of Unitarian Universalism. And so we are glad you are here. And love is the spirit of all souls. And so in this moment of our shared journey, may you feel witnessed and honored wherever you are on your journey. And let us now greet our neighbors, and especially those new or returning people. And if you like, please share your names and pronouns.
This is my last
Good.
week.
Keep talking. Keep talking. Good to see you. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Don.
Dan.
How's it going? Hey.
How are
How you doing? Good. Hi. Oh, there's the little one. There's the little one. I got. Hey, Grumpy. What you know? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you two? Good to see you. Hi, Marianne. Good to see you. Yeah, how's the little one?
He's fine, yeah. Thanks.
I was going to say, I always say to my grandkids, somebody's going to be crying. Yeah. There you-
I guess the volume needs to be turned up on me. I'm not speaking before this. Before you.
Okay, whenever. Are you good?
It was by the.
Are you good? Good morning, and welcome to all of you who are here, those who are watching us online, and folks that will be joining us later on looking at the video. I'm John Murphy. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be serving as worship associate today. And together with Crystal Francis, our worship associate as well, acting director of Faith and Formation, Nancy Olson, whose pronouns are she, her, Gabe Perbieri, who is not with us, but slows our hymns and the music, so he's with us in spirit today. And joining us will be Susie Offen and Bonnie Huru Kenyon for the service. People of all ages are joyfully welcomed in the service, but nursery care is available if that works better for you. And I invite everyone to complete a connection card. If you have a need for new contact information, if you have a concern, you need to let us know. Have a comment about the worship service or anything else, please fill out a card and place it in the offering basket as it's passed. So I have a couple of quick announcements. August 18th, next Sunday, is our annual Backpack Sunday. And in addition, Reverend Katie's first week back in the pulpit. We invite you to bring your backpack, your briefcase, bags, whatever that you carry with you to school or work or whatever in the coming year, and they will be blessed. And all of our faith formation leaders will also be commissioned and blessed as they go forth with the love and support of the community. And Teddy has an announcement as well.
Good morning. So I'm in another show, surprise, surprise. It opens the 9th, this Friday. It runs for 2 weekends. It's Once on This Island, for those who are familiar. Basically, it's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. It's about this island. It's set on this island that used to be a French colony, and the island is divided into the rich French people and the poor peasants. And the story is basically the gods send this peasant girl Timoon on this journey because the gods have placed a bet that the power of love can defeat the power of death. So that's kind of the story. It's beautiful. The music's beautiful. Opens the 9th. It'll be, I don't know the dates. I don't know when it closes, but this upcoming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the week after that, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Footlight Musicals, it's spelled F-O-O-T-L-I-T-E, not light as in like light, but yeah. It should be put in the know soon. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you. The times are vary. I think like they're like 7:30, and then like the Sunday ones I think are like 2:30. I think I don't know. It's on the website. What? Yeah, you can Google it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and the link will be put in the know. And you can come to me if you have any more questions after the service, and I will help you out. I got you. Thank you.
Thank you, Teddy. As we continue to do each Sunday, we acknowledge the land itself and those who have sustained it through the generations. We are upon the unceded land of the Lenape, Miami, Kaskaskia, Shawnee, and Kickapoo people who were pushed from their land and whose children were stolen. So as we strive to be a community of justice, may we continue to seek ways to make reparations.
Sorry, that's better. Thank you. This morning I'm reading excerpts from Beatitudes for Justice Builders by Lindy Ramsden. Blessed are you who can question your own assumptions and listen with an open mind. You will receive new insights beyond your imagining. Blessed are you who agitate the placid waters of complacency. You will create waves in the inertia of privilege and will know the thrill of riding the surf of change. Blessed are you who lead with enthusiasm and confidence, resisting the temptation to shame the apathetic or self-absorbed. You will inspire curiosity and hope in others. Blessed are you who ask for help in your role as leaders. You will find teachers at every turn. And your work will remain interesting and alive. Blessed are you who do not demonize your opponents. Your eyes and your hearts will be open. Blessed are you who work in coalition rather than in principled isolation. You will meet great people, learn things you didn't realize you needed to know, and have partners for the journey when you are in the lead or in need. Blessed are you who can change your mind. You're still alive. Blessed are you with an active spiritual life. You will find perspective and comfort in times of loss and betrayal, and will rise without cynicism to meet the challenges of a new day. Blessed are you who live from a place of gratitude. You will know the meaning of life.
This ritual of our chalice, it reminds us to continually renew our promise, to live into our covenant, to put this love into action, and to live out this community of love and justice that we aim to be. So at this point, I invite you to rise and by your spirit as we share the words that are printed in your order of service.
Sit.
Jay Murphy
Sit.
to help us light the chalice today. And we'll speak the words in Spanish first.
Amor es espíritu de esta iglesia, y el servicio es su ley, virtudes en la paz, buscar la verdad en el amor, y ayudarnos unos a otros. Este es nuestro pacto. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. To dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant.
And if you would like to stay standing, if you like, we will sing hymn number 1028, The Fire of Commitment. And then Shane may lead the class after the hymn.
From the light of days remembered burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith set free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment burns our heart and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion seem to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then we promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
Please be seated.
Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who died a year or two ago, he was very active in human rights in South Africa, and was a very wise man. And he has a quote that he said once, that if an elephant has itself on the tail of a mouse and will not get off, then that elephant does not take too well to that new trap. Those are some words of his that you will be hearing a little bit more later. But let's move to Joys and Sorrows. So today, first of all, I'd like to light this chalice for both joys and sorrows. There have been many joys this week. There are certainly the 24 people who have found their way home from prisons is a joyful thing for them and their families, and actually for all of us. There have been moments of joy with the Olympics and the inspiration those young people provide all around. And I expect that there are joyful moments for you this week, or for some of you that you are holding today in your hearts also. The candles also lit for the sorrows that may have been experienced. As we know, there are wars continue to be raging throughout the globe. People each day are struggling, and some of us today may also be holding some deep sorrows in our hearts. So the candle is lit, one candle for both those joys and sorrows, because as we know, it is the mingling of joys and sorrows that our Father makes us truly human. I'm also lighting another candle, and this candle, excuse me, is for us as a congregation, and we have now started the election cycle for this year, and there are very few of us who have not felt some tension around that. Very few. There's a lot happening here. may we be a safe place for people during these next 94 days and also many days afterwards. You know, we often in the Unitarian Universalist world say we do not have to think alike to walk together, and that is true. We also need to be mindful of how we share and express what we think. But we do not have to think alike to walk together. So may we, for these 94 days and more, walk together, be a safe place for each of us. And I hope that we will be able, Reverend Katie, the staff, the leadership, that we will continue to provide pockets of safety, pockets of, Margaret Wheatley calls pockets of sanity, for us to be together as we move through this. Because we can together walk through this. So I really can't look for that. And one last thing, it's a day of candles. I'd like to light a candle for gratitude. For the gratitude of being here together, for this congregation and what it brings, not just to our lives here, but to all those who may not show up regularly and the ways we move out into the world out there. Maybe so.
One of those moments.
And now if you would rise, please. And by your spirit,
Do not rise.
let us sing hymn number 128, For All That Is Our Life.
You okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift, which we are called to use to build a common good and make our own days glad. For needs which others serve, for services we give, for work and its rewards, for hours of rest and love, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is our life. For sorrow we must bear, for failness, pain, and loss, for each new thing we learn, for fearful hours that pass, we come with praise and thanks. For all that is our life. For all that is our life, we sing our thanks and praise. For all life is a gift, which we are called to use to build a common good and make our own days glad.
I know that everybody needs their inner knowing, and I know that you are, linked up with Facebook and Instagram, and that every week you come to church because you have already read what is going to be happening here. So for those of you who act on that, you will have read that today's service was about the ways, some tools for helping to dismantle white supremacy culture, calling in and calling out. We've had a little pivot, and I just wanted to share this with you. We've had a little pivot, and instead, we're going to tell a story. So today, part of the things is that, one of the things that there's brief words from Desmond Tutu were the inspiration for this book, Desmond Gets Free. And it was written by Matt Meyer, and it's beautifully illustrated by Kim Pham. And Desmond Gets Free is a children's story, And like many children's stories, this seemingly storyline and this kind of simple narrative, it can speak to all ages across the spectrum. And in fact, sometimes if we allow ourselves to enter into those children's stories, it gives us the space to kind of see or feel things that perhaps we might not when we're out of our heads. So sometimes children's stories can go straight to the heart of a matter, and especially in situations that are complex and challenging. And so this morning we invite you to open yourselves to the experience.
I'll stand over at the end of the pew over here to my right.
And this power
I'll stand over here.
And we have people to tell this story today. And in this book, Desmond Gets Free, Matt Meyer dedicates his book for all of those working to build a new world of justice, equity, and compassion. Let us hear Desmond Gets Free.
I'm married. Desmond the mouse lived in the most beautiful meadow in all of the land. Every morning, Desmond woke with the sunrise and would spend the day playing in the meadow. And every evening, Desmond would go to sleep in the middle of that meadow under the beautiful starry sky. He could see the stars. One night, though, Desmond awoke when it was still dark out. He tried to roll over to a comfortable spot, but something wasn't right. Desmond realized that his tail was stuck right to the ground and began to throb with pain. He felt behind him and there was a huge hole that seemed to have fallen in the middle of the meadow, just on his tail. Desmond pushed on the boulder and tugged on his tail. He pushed on the boulder and tugged on his tail. He pushed and tugged and pushed and tugged, but it was no use. When Desmond was out of breath and had just about given up, he saw a giraffe nearby in the grass.
Good news. Oh, giraffe, could you please push this boulder a few inches in the other direction so I could go free?
The giraffe looked at Desmond and laughed the way giraffes do.
Silly mouse. That's no boulder. Oh, I'm sorry. That's an elephant that's fallen asleep in the middle of the meadow, just on your tail.
Oh, well, if you could just wake the elephant and ask him to roll over just a few inches in the other direction, I could go free.
Well, you know what they say about letting sleeping elephants lie. I find it's best not to get involved in another animal's business. I find it's best to remain neutral in times like this.
I sure don't appreciate your neutrality.
The giraffe wandered off, and Desmond tried calling out to the elephant to wake him. Those giant ears were just too far away on the other side of the giant elephant body. So again, Desmond pushed on the elephant, tugged on his tail. He pushed and he tugged. He pushed and he tugged, but it was no use. When he was out of breath and had just about given up again, a gazelle went by.
Oh, gazelle. Hey, it seems an elephant has fallen asleep on my tail in the middle of this meadow. I'm stuck and it hurts. I wonder if you could gently wake him and ask him to roll over a few inches, and then I'd be free.
Well, I see your problem there. But you know what they say about letting sleeping elephants lie. I find it best not to get involved in another animal's business. I find it best to remain neutral in times like this.
I sure as hell don't appreciate your neutrality.
Desmond tried again to call out to the elephant. He tried again to push the giant animal away. He tried again and again to tug his little tail free. saw another mouse wandering through the meadow.
My name is Nelson.
Nelson, this giant elephant has fallen asleep on my tail in the middle of the meadow. I might wonder if you could run over and call out to his giant ears. Ask him to roll over just a few inches in the other direction, and I could be free.
Of course.
Nelson ran all the way over to the other end of that giant elephant body, and he called up to those giant elephant ears at the top of that giant elephant head, but the elephant didn't budge. The elephant heard Nelson's small voice from far away, but he felt too comfortable to move. Nelson ran back to Desmond, a little out of breath,
I have an idea. Don't move.
and he ran off. A little while later, Nelson emerged from the tall grass, and he wasn't alone. Nelson had found 3 other mouse friends to help, and each one had brought another 3 mouse friends. A whole group of them ran over to the giant head of that giant elephant. One mouse scrambled up onto the shoulders of another mouse scrambled up on her shoulders, and then one after another they climbed up until the whole group of them had formed a long mouse ladder right up the side of that elephant. At last, Nelson climbed up the shoulders of his mouse friends, one on top of the other, until he was way up on that giant elephant head, standing next to that giant elephant ear.
Excuse me, it seems you've fallen asleep on my friend's tail in the middle of this meadow. I wonder if you could just roll over a few inches in the other direction so he might go free.
The giant elephant made a giant low groan.
Grumps. I'm comfortable just where I am. Go away.
So Nelson asked more of his mouse friends to climb up. One by one, they helped each other up the side of the elephant. One by one, they called out to that giant elephant ear on top of that giant elephant head. Again, the giant elephant made a giant low groan.
Grumps. I'm comfortable just where I am. Go away.
Then Nelson had an idea. He whispered to the mice, and then all at once they yelled together,
Excuse us. It seems you've fallen asleep on our friend's tail in the middle of this meadow. Roll over a few inches the other direction so he can go free.
This time, all those voices together, right next to the elephant's ear, were too loud to ignore.
I was comfortable where I was, but I'll move over if you just agree to stop making such a racket.
And then the other elephant mice helped each other climb back down, and Desmond was finally free. The end. I invite you to consider some of these questions, perhaps while sharing some coffee after the service. Who are you in this story? Desmond the mouse, the elephant, the giraffe, the gazelle, Nelson the mouse, or Nelson's helper mice? What does the story say about hope? What does it say about perseverance? Were you afraid the elephant would roll over and squish Desmond? That thought crossed my mind. When I answered the question, who am I in the story? I meant I have been all of those characters. Who's my favorite character? Well, my favorite character is the unnamed girl mouse who keeps showing up with Nelson but asking annoying, often unhelpful questions like, who falls asleep on a mouse's tail? Why can't Desmond just wait until the elephant wakes up? How many mice does it take to move an elephant? And can we find that many? And how many times do we have to try before we can go have breakfast? It It's not pretty sometimes, but that's the way it is. I don't know why I can't just enjoy the story the way it is. One of the things I like most about UUs is their desire for knowledge and the wide variety of interests there are among members of All Souls. Knowledge is a pursuit for most of us that lasts until we draw our last breath or die. You caught me. John and I, as well as other All Souls members, attended a class this spring called Naughty, that's K-N-O-T-T-Y, not N-A-U-G-H-T-Y, through the UUA Institute. A second offering of the class has been held since then, and another will be offered to the congregation this fall. I invite you to attend it if you can. It was a class that challenged a lot of what I knew or thought I knew. It also provided perspectives that made sense of the ongoing racial issues in our society. For me, anyway, this is a topic that is essential to peace and justice in the world. It helps to revisit the subject. Even when it seems like I'm maxed out, there is still more to learn. There's always more to learn. Amen. Rise or set as you are able, and join us in singing hymn number 1064, Blue Boat Home. And it's in the teal hymnal.
Though below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, breathe the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Please be seated. This week, we're sharing our offering plate with Faith in Indiana. Faith in Indiana is an organization working to create a more just, sustainable, and inclusive Indiana by advocating for climate justice, quality education for everyone, immigration reform, affordable housing and health care, and ending mass incarceration of minorities. To contribute, you can place cash or check in the offering basket, or if online, you can go to allsoulsindy.org where you'll find a link that says, Give to All Souls Here. And we ask you to please indicate if your gift is a pledge or if you are paying online or using a check. And let me thank you for your generosity in supporting the mission of All Souls and for your continued love for one another and for this world. Morning offering will now be gratefully received. We don't have a hymn, do we? We don't have a hymn.
Sorry?
In closing, we offer these words by Ashley Horan. You are loved beyond belief. You are enough. You are precious. Your work and your life matter. And you are not alone. You are part of a we, a great cloud of witnesses, living and dead, who have insisted that this beautiful, broken world of ours is a blessing worthy of deep gratitude and fierce protection. Our ancestors and our descendants are beckoning us, compelling us onward to greater connection, greater compassion, greater commitment to one another and to the earth. Together, we are resilient and resourceful enough to say yes to that call and to make it our life's work in 1,000 different ways, knowing that we can do no other than bind ourselves more tightly together and throw ourselves into the holy work of showing up again and again to be part of building that world of which we dream, but which we have not yet seen. And let me add, thank you for showing up today, and thank you for joining your voices with others to help combat the ills of this world. May it be so. Blessed be. Hi, elephant.
You were a great little other mouse.
Done.
Yeah, you should.
13 mice in our house in the last couple of weeks. Coming along and they're trying to save the world. Oh yeah, not bad, huh?
Yeah. Bump.
Pants.
You're more worried about them than you need to be.
No, they feel uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. They start going down, down, down.